All right, let's see. I'm gonna move you guys to the center. No. There we go. So the thing I need most is a magnifying glass. So the way I'm gonna do this is since since the game is playing cutthroat with me, I'm playing cutthroat with the game, which is like I'm not gonna accept shit it gives me unless I get what I want from it as well. That's the new rule, right? So this day is not going to be productive unless I get a magnifying glass. So I'm going to get that, or we're just going to restart the day. I don't really have ambitious goals. No, I'm inconsistent. That reminds me of what somebody said. Was it the Whatever podcast? Not that I'm a big proponent of that shit. But I think somebody said, I'm allowed to contradict myself. You're just reminding me of somebody. All right. I do need this. I need this too, though. No. Yeah, consistency is a tool of patriarchy. Um. No, I think it's. I think it's fine. I don't know. Well, the way it's supposed to work is. I mean, I've been trying to work this out myself, right? I'm only human. You are too. Whatever. Um. You need to have. Yeah, to me, it's always that I don't know. I hate to bore people with it. The whole descriptive, prescriptive thing that I always say the world is based on. But we all have our we observe the world for what it actually is, and we prescribe to it what we want it to be. And these are never the same. And so we try to do our best to reconcile these two. I'm just gonna keep putting in hallways, I think. So you want to, if you're just a pure observer in your assessments of things. See, I need more keys. Shit. Um. Ultimately, you're gonna be like so passive that you're not gonna make a difference, right? You have to. The reason why there's a human spirit to not align your ideas with reality is because you have a desire to change reality to what you want it to be. Which is actually why most. Why do I have 222 coins? Holy shit. Where did that come from? Oh my god. Do you remember, Matthew? Why I have 222 coins? Yeah, sounds fun. See, I see 2 dice here, and I'm like, well, that means this is the bourgeois, right? Nice. And then plus check mark. What is my reward, though? Your guess is, yeah, the prize will not be announced. Your guess is as good as ours. All guesses are fine. I mean, I got it right. None of this matters unless I get a magnifying glass. Let's see. I mean, keys are good, I guess. Nope, nothing. Look at it. Look at. I've missed nothing. T, you still there? Let's see if he's still there. Okay. How are you doing? You don't have to express any interest in this game whatsoever, and I'll still engage with you and talk about whatever's on your mind. That goes for any of you. I'm just... I'm gonna do this. I need to keep things open. And I have lots of coins for no reason. I don't even know why I have this many coins. Whoa. Awesome. Okay, we're talking about Escher and we're talking about triangles. The way Escher talks about Dukhni and how... Although, I don't know. It sounds like Dukhni needs an X in it now. How would you spell it, T? No, it doesn't have an X in it. I think what you're saying makes sense, Gary. You're saying, yeah, you do. I do agree with the premise that as much as we want to change the world, we also have a fundamental responsibility toward being objective about it, right? It constrains what we want to believe about it. Jeez. We need to find a model airplane in the bushes outside? But I got it back. Okay. What is this? This is intense, and I don't have a magnifying glass. Well, someone who grew up with two sisters, I can tell you it's not much better. I still can't cope with the fact that my younger one's gone, though. That's just, I don't know. I guess I could put this here. I can make a detector shovel. I need a magnifying glass. Oh, shit. Yeah, guys. I mean, I'm clearly just... Your packages have been delivered. Maybe this will give me a magnifying glass. No. Yeah, so I still need a magnifying glass. Okay, but I have keys. Oh, I forgot to use the lockpick. Oh, you're back. Moss, I tried to get away. The discussion room is still open for you to, you can completely ignore the game if you want to. I will maintain, in fact, I've tried to explain this. The game has gotten so complicated, but it's actually toward the end of it, it's gotten simple again because there are only a few objectives left. It's not that complicated anymore. I can focus, like, it doesn't need, like, I can play pretty fast and be like, okay, if this doesn't show up randomly, whatever, I can try again. It doesn't require a whole lot of my attention. Since I'm on that far side of everything, whatever, that doesn't matter. Yeah, you can ignore the game and talk about whatever you want. I'm actually encouraging people. You can talk about the game if you want to, or you can ignore the game if you want to. I'm just waiting for the thing I need. It's kind of bottlenecking itself right now. There it is. There's the magnifying glass. So I was looking for this magnifying glass. That was the main thing I needed. Now, go ahead and take this. 49 again. I don't think I want that. Oh, I should have gotten that one first. Oh well. So many coins, might as well just buy out the store. I don't know where I got all these damn coins, but sure. Okay. Now. Oh, I have a 1 out. Shit, fuck. I didn't realize that. God damn it. Why did I do this to myself? Yeah. I was gonna say humility is the first virtue, or is it honesty? I mean, they're both up there. Should I take this down? Let's try to save footsteps? I guess I could. I believe intelligence is not a virtue. It can be a positive trait, but I don't think it's a virtue. At least in the term that I understand it, which is just like raw firepower in the brain. I don't know. But there is a certain element of rationality, of like an intellectual commitment to not committing logical fallacies that I think can be a virtue. So yeah, having intellectual brain power is not. I don't think so. I mean, maybe someone else would disagree. But I think there's a difference between having a lot and doing the best with what you have. I don't know. Okay, so I was told a little spoiler here. See, I would not have thought of this myself. But I think there's a thing here to discover with the magnifying glass. I did see this much. Okay, so you see there's a 1, 2, you can see them around. 1, 2, 3. Matthew, are you there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which is weird that they would have a 9. But there you go, right there. It doesn't show up unless you use Matthew. Okay, see, it doesn't actually show up there, but there's a 10 right there. I would never have found that. See, I've mocked the magnifying glass before. I'm not gonna like spend an eternity in a day finding that shit on my own. But I will with the guide. So Moss, have you already talked to your boss? Like, is your day over? You had to spend 5 minutes with your boss and you're like, okay, I thought you had to like go and stuff. Okay. I have other stuff to do tomorrow. Okay, so along here somewhere. I may have to look at the guide again. I'll just look at the guide. Like, this is not something I'm gonna just discover on my own. See, I'm faster with it now. I appreciate some level of attention to detail, but I just don't I don't have the time for this. Oh, there's a cat here. Hold on a second. Precious girl. How are you doing? She's like grabbing my arm. She's grabbing it from underneath too. You can see her kind of suckling her arm above. Her other arm is like gripping my arm from below to like hold it in place. There she is. She is so nice. Okay, it says digging, and I have a shovel, right? Yeah, I've been digging. Okay. It's somewhere over here. Saying I need to inspect slowly. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I found a secret floor plan. Here's the thing that's stupid and cruel about this. Matthew, are you not there? I guess he's not. 2 rare items. Look at this. Whenever you enter this room, you will lose 1 random inventory item. So you should just never draft this fucking room. So I'm glad to have never drafted it. But it says 2 rare items. My understanding from the wiki here is it's not 2 rare items each time you enter it. Oh, there he is. It's like 2 good items ever, and then it's otherwise a totally shit room. Like, come on. Like, that's your reward? That's your reward for this level of attention to detail is to add something shitty to your draft pool? That's a little much, dude. Like, oh, but it's a roguelike, therefore it's perfect in every way. No, I do not accept this premise. Well, language is powerful, dude. They just start calling it a roguelike, and the fact that you can concatenate that into a single word means that you can't criticize any of its game design. a little bit beyond the pale for me. Oh, okay. Let's just take it. Whatever. Make some progress. 55. 2. Okay. Need a library with this. At least a code check. But again, we're going to make progress today. I got 2 dice. No. No. Okay. Spent my dice, but I got it. Another thing, I went ahead and looked it up because I'm just not gonna look at every little thing. Oh, I could have made more dice. Oh well. Look at all these coins I have. Okay. There's 7 coins somewhere. That's no big deal. Who cares? So, I was told that this tells me what to do in the tomb. So I see 4 things. Where's the stained glass? I didn't read it too much. There's that. I remember from the exam. But I actually didn't read the whole thing, so maybe I can figure something out. See, here's the problem. Like, how do you know? Oh, wait, there's a Roman numeral on it. Oh, I wasn't even told that. Or maybe it did tell me that. I was going to say, if it went around clockwise, like, where does it start? No, there are numbers on it. Okay, I was just told the chapel tells you what to do in the tomb. That's all I knew. I didn't know the rest of it. But there are Roman numerals there. I bet you knew that. I know that Sawyer would have known that. The hoe is number 1. Here we go with that discussion again. Drink up, boys. So there's that. 2, 3 right there. All right, I'll have to take screenshots. Okay. I'm gonna stay in here. I'm gonna refill my drink. I'll be right back. Okay, that looks intense in the chat. You still doing all right over there? You are over there, according to me, but I mean, from my perspective, yes. But I was actually just referring to chat in general. I see some long text. Okay. Okay. I need to remember to do certain things before I end this Blueprints day, and I think it's going well. I just need to... Okay. Let me just go in here. I think I'm largely reducing the amount of game that can be played that's left that is in the base game. Other than the realm sigils, whatever. Okay, so the chapel tells you what to do here. Apparently. Okay, so over here we got a mop and a rake. And a shovel. Okay. I thought I understood it as they drafted a dead end, whatever. I got so many coins, I don't even know where they came from, honestly. Okay, let's start over. So when you come in here, there's somebody straight here. The hose first. Okay, I think. But how many are on the left or right side? Over here I got 1, 2, 3. This side I got 1, 2, 3. Okay, there are 7. I think I saw there were 7. Did I? That doesn't make any sense. There's always 8.
8.
No, it says, in the tomb there are 7 stone angel statues whose arms can be interacted with. Lowering the arms in the correct order, blah blah blah. Okay, I don't care what it does. I try to not see the things beyond my own visual horizon, if that makes sense. Unlocking it does this, and I immediately stop reading. I don't want to continue that because that's not where I'm stuck. Right? There's this horizon between what is known and what is unknown in my own experience. I don't need the wiki to tell me what's beyond it. Yeah, it says it in the label. I tend to be pretty cynical, though, Matthew. I don't know. You could be right though. Like, do further research. I guess I just accepted it in my draft pool though, so we'll see. And it does sound like a room that I'm glad I didn't have all this time though. Okay, so here are my screenshots. I got this. The hoe over there, and then so you go this way. Scepter. What? Oh, that's the rake. Okay. Hoe, scepter, rake? And then just this little wand thing. A mop. This is 5, but then you got a broom. And then the real scepter is there, so don't hit that. But whatever the heck this is. Okay. Okay, we got the rake. We got the... Okay, so we got the shovel. Broom. Then we got the real scepter. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Yeah, I remember kind of reading about it and thinking, I wish it was like a true Lost and Found where on your current day it would take away a random item, but it would found, meaning like it would return the item it stole on the previous time you drafted that room. That would be kind of cool. I guess that would mess up though, because you could probably already have that item and there's so much other effort in the rest of the game to try to not duplicate the same item. So maybe that wouldn't work. But to actually operate like a Lost and Found would be nice. Oh, shovel, rake. Broom. No, that's also a broom. Sorry. Mop. Mop, broom. Staff, scepter. Here we go. See. All right, there it is. Oh my god, this was so important. All right, so this leads to something called the catacombs that we saw on the damned map ages ago. Shit. I always knew this was here. This is just a hunch, and I don't want input on this. I do want this to kind of be another sort of meta puzzle I'll work on. But I feel like this is part of the day one trophy, doing this. Oh, talk to the trophy. That's an achievement. Oh, wait, that's the other game. Talk to the skull. What? What the hell? You already gave me this. You already gave me the full damned map. Whatever. Maybe there's somebody else who did it the other way. Well, I'm seeing a giant arrow pointing at this doorway. Okay, fine, but... Oh. Okay. I guess that was not the expected angle. Smuggle. Where's T? Are you still there? You feeling left out, T? I guess I'll just go here. List of the worst video games. Blueprints, #1. Not fair. We already saw this. The 10. We already got this. Oh, this stupid thing. Have we not been here? Do I need to bring the burning tool here? Yeah, okay. It's this way. Yeah. Okay. That's what the map looked like. That's it. That's it. That's what it is. I don't know what this place is gonna look like on another day. Okay, that has got to be... I don't know. I'm feeling pretty chill about it right now. I don't know. I mean, a paragraph is no problem. I mean, if you're gonna put... I mean, don't post the whole book, but like a paragraph for the sake of length doesn't sound wrong, but just don't do it in a way that... As long as that doesn't... As long as that's not a bait and switch. Like, if you're gonna... You know, you make it sound like a paragraph, but that could be anything, and you end up posting the entire Mein Kampf or something, then, you know, just don't make me regret it, and we're cool. Wait a minute. No, this is not something else is going on. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. I don't know. It's fine. Let's hear it. Sure. I mean, you saw me play the Talos Principle where I was reading philosophy blurb after philosophy blurb. So, on its face, it doesn't sound like a problem. When was this written? Because that still sounds confined to a deterministic world. Oh. I guess I found 5 of the 7. That is interesting to see how human thought has developed, though. I guess I'll just go for it. Whatever. That's interesting. I guess I could cut off the rest of the floor plan, but I don't really need it. That's fine. 1912, that sounds surprisingly late for that kind of sentiment. Because that's still like purely a matter of perspective. Versus other theories of I don't know. Quantum mechanics or something. I don't know. Never have a showroom in my house, but that's okay. Plenty of footsteps. Oh, you're talking about this physical showroom or something? I don't know. I guess I could see. Thought about using that, but gonna lose everything, so. So yeah, T, what are the worst games of all time? Actually, I would be more interested in hearing what you think. What is the worst game you have ever played? You personally. What do you hate more than all the other stupid games? That bad, Moss? You think that's the worst game? I think it's forgivable because it's so early. To me, my criteria would have to include some sort of like, you should have known better. Oh no. Oh no, now that I say that, I know what I just opened that up to, and you do too. I didn't mean it. I swear. See, look how far off that clock is. See, what time is that? It's like 4:30, and if you wait long enough, it's gonna hit 1:30. I figured it out, and then it solved immediately. Yeah, that was a total freak coincidence. I think I got really lucky with the clock, but I actually solved it in time to be like, well, let's see what happens when all the clocks align. Heartbound? Yeah, let's go. Almost got a full house. Should I do courtyard or courtyard? Or electric eel aquarium? Let's do a courtyard. It is absolutely. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Can't pass this up, can I? I guess I can't. So no lost and found today, huh? Maybe over here. But if it's locked, maybe I can get a secret garden. That's the only way to get a full house. Let's see what's going on over here. Ooh. Conference room. Needs to be commonplace. Conference room is fantastic, and it's got 3 doors. Confirm commonplace conference room. Let's go. Coat check. Tomorrow room. Commonplace. We're doing commonplace. The guest bedroom. I'm going to move back to standard. I thought it already was standard. I don't want it as common as it is now. I thought I already did that, but yeah. Excellent. Okay. I hope it's locked. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't have a secret garden key today. Why did I think I did? Oh, no. I only had a prism key. I was hoping for that. So it doesn't fucking matter what I do here. Just say, veranda that opens mouse layer. It doesn't matter. I meant to click on it. It doesn't matter. It literally makes zero difference. I don't even need this shit. Okay. That is interesting. What do we do now? Oh, as productive as that was, I needed a library. That's why. Whatever. We'll still save it. Yeah, it felt like real luck that I was hitting the correct time, like right when I got there. Because, yeah, I was in the den and I was watching the clock and observing how that worked. I actually was looking at the clock. It was a coincidence, but it also wasn't. I actually was looking at the broken clock and saying, do I need to bring in a gear or something? And then I looked at and I happened to notice the other clocks were approaching the time of the dead clock. However, I would have noticed the same thing had it been way off. I would have just had to sit there a long time. So it didn't actually affect my ability to solve it. It just happened to be really close. Like, I actually largely figured it out. Not completely, but I was like on the wavelength of I need to get these clock faces to align, and I thought perhaps I needed to fix the clock that wasn't turning, but I was also noticing the other clocks were approaching the time of the stopped clock. So I was like, well, maybe that's an option too. Let's see what happens. It wasn't something that just like hit me where like all of a sudden it was acting solved and I didn't know what was going on. I was consciously, like, you can go back and see the moment. Like, I was piecing it together, and I had already been like, let's see what happens when these align. Maybe that's it. And it was. All right, so let's continue. That was a good day. We should have 4 gems and like 6 or 7 keys. 8 keys. Pretty good. I need to read a new clue though, and the library never came up. You like my allowance? You're supposed to say nice, people. Yeah, so the base layer of everything we're talking about is language. Right? So when you're talking about what a triangle is, first and foremost, you are competing. If you have disagreements over what a triangle is, what you are actually competing over is the word triangle, because language is powerful. It's psychologically powerful, but it's also societally arbitrary, right? Wherever you decide to collectively ascribe the labels are the fastest way to encapsulate complex concepts into a simple collection of letters and symbols. And that is, therefore, how we effectively process that thing in order to make other concepts possible. So it all comes down to language. Right? When you think you're talking about the triangle, you think you're talking about lines and points and geometry. You're actually talking about the word. Okay, but I'm doing the philosophical thing about, yes, I know that others have worked out the better way of doing that. Yes, you proved. I noticed that Gary said earlier about angles summing up to 180 degrees. That's not a definition. Because I remember when I was in 6th grade proving that mathematically based on some other definition. Yeah. But the point is, you do have theories about truth, but they are downstream from definitions. Your definition is first an agreement on how you're using the language. So you're encapsulating the broadest amount of abstract concepts into some label. And so that's the most powerful thing, is our starting point, where we agree that this is the best use of language, that we're going to encapsulate this idea in our language, not that idea in our language, so that everything else can follow logically from that. Yes. So, right, because that was a woman on the Whatever podcast. And if you know anything about women on the Whatever podcast, because they screen them, this is not a statement about women in the general population, but specifically the ones that they entice on that particular podcast. They want the emotionally unstable ones that contradict themselves. But it was particularly enlightening when she was very explicit about saying it was okay to hold contradictory beliefs. And that's fair. That happens to me all the time. I mean, that's why I drink on stream, so that I can yap some BS and forget what I was saying. Like, we're having fun on the internet playing video games. Like, you know, you can take it kind of serious, but don't take it too serious. I need a lost and found. Let's see what happens. No. Mm-hmm. Languages. Because you hear that, even like mathematics, even before, not just your theorems that you prove, but even before your axioms. Before that, at the very beginning, are definitions. And what are definitions? They're just labels of language. And language is just how we communicate, which is what separates us from the animals. It's just like how we're able to just like utter these noises, and it hits your eardrum, and you're somehow able to think the same thing I'm thinking. That is way more important than all the other shit. What do I want today? I want a magnifying glass. None of these are gonna help. Let's do some this is the black box. False. This is the black box. False. True. The black box is not empty. True. Wait, hold on. Fuck. False. False. Not empty. I'm so drunk. The black box. I fucked up one of these puzzles, like one of these basic bitch puzzles, after doing like the 3x3s. So this is true. So it's not empty. So that means, wait, help me out here. Not empty means it has gems, right? This is what I fucked up before. And now I'm like, I somehow read one of these basic bitch puzzles too fast. And I just like immediately just like, oh yeah, whatever, it's this. And I just immediately opened it, it's like empty. Oh, I misread it. If this is true, okay, if this said the black box was empty and it was true, that would be bad. But it said, I went, it was an easy puzzle. I'm surprised you didn't see it, Matthew. It was one of these really super simple ones, and somehow like I went really fast, and you know I was drinking, I was going really fast, and I was just like, nope, true, this one, and I immediately opened it and it was like, oh, what happened? And now I'm scared. I think it has to be, I don't know, it might happen again. I don't think it'll happen again, but I went so fast. If you really want to like marinate in my failure for some reason. I misinterpreted a box, like one of the boxes had a knot and the other one did, and somehow I flipped them around, like I put the word knot in front of the wrong box, and just in my brain it was like, oh yeah, it's this, and then I was like, wait, this is the one that says it's not and that one says it is, not the other way. And then I just confused myself and was like, oh well, it's over, it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah. Had I been careful, I would have gotten that one, obviously, but because it wasn't even a hard one. It was just, I was very sloppy. It was so stupid. I didn't get a billiard room either. There, I want this. Give me this. I want to know what I can do here. I don't need a giant aquarium house. I need another mail in the mail room. Not that way. If it was the correct way, the obvious way, then I would possibly pick that. But this? But this way? No, we're going this. All right, math. 10 minus 7 is 3 times 1 is 3 squared is 9. 1 times 5 is 5. Minus 1 is 4. Squared is 16. Divided by 16 is 1. Minus 10 plus 5 is minus 5. Squared is plus 25. Minus 10 is 15. That's it. That's fine. It connects it. Oh, drafting a hallway from another hallway. I did a good job there. I could draft a hallway from another hallway. All right, let's see what we can get here. Maybe I can get a magnifying glass. No. Yes. Here we go. Okay, that was simple. Somehow I tabbed out of the game. Hold on. There we go. Ah, okay. Oh no, the lights are out. I can't see what I'm drafting from this room. That is not even relevant anymore. I could draft a hallway from another hallway. There's a common room now. I love it. I'm gonna do a code check because it's common now, and I could check the magnifying glass if I don't get a. One outing, actually. Is there any knowledge in the world which is so certain that no reasonable man could doubt it? You can always go with Descartes, right? I think, therefore I am. Which, for anyone who doesn't know, and I'm assuming you do know, Gary, but for anyone who doesn't know, it's the argument that I cannot be deceived about my own existence, because even in that case, I would have to exist in order to be deceived. I'm not sure if that's allowed or not. Sounds like it shouldn't be allowed. I have a key card. I've decided that... Let's look at the book here. In order to win the drafting trophy, the drafting sweepstakes, I should have that one plus... None of these others matter. Except this one, which is 12. And... Southern Cross, which is 5. So 12 plus 5 is 17. So 67. If I can get my star count all the way back up to 67, or see, but then also I could do like 2 plus that. Even 20. Okay, so 20 would probably give you this plus that. If I wanted to keep this, I would probably need to keep it 67, 68, 69, which I have 69 in allowance and 50 stars. If I could power up the laundry room and flip those again, that might get me right where I need to be. This is not powered up, so there's no reason to spend that. But I could get the key card. Let's start a mail room just for the fun of it. I have no outer room right now. If I wanted to fully draft this side of the house, I suppose I could. I could just take the gems. Conference room isn't that great to put here. So let's go with this. We'll just use the key card, go in there, and try to find a break room or something. Matthew, how obsessed are you over watching me mess up? Does that give you pleasure? Should I go with the root cellar or the shelter? Moss, are you still there? Excellent. Oh, did you? No, you weren't here when I said this earlier. I had a bunch of bullshit I needed to do. That you guys like. I was looking at my to-do list of just crap in my life to do, and I'm gonna like. I would love to devote the month of September to doing as much like online personality crap as I can. Like, you know how Moss Scott? No. Ross Scott has devoted his life to stop killing games for a year and a half. Imagine if Shady Paradox just devoted a month, just 1 month, to this, because he hasn't been able to do this. I've I just said all. I think I said it when you weren't here. I was looking at my list of bullshit, just stuff that's keeping me like busy with crap. I have 26 things to do on my list. I counted them up. I have this big whiteboard of like shit I have to do. It seems theoretically possible though, if I could get those 26 items done by the end of the month. Maybe I could like take a vacation from like crap I have to do out there and finally just focus on here. Cuz like I do these streams as kind of yeah, you can see how fucked up I was, Matthew. I asked you a question like did you get a hard on from that? Like how important was that to you? Because I clearly wasn't paying attention. uh, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's embarrassing. You know? It's just like it was like that. It's like a worse version of my real life experience running the red light. What? No, that's worse. But no, 26 things. If I can get those 26 things off my whiteboard by the end of August, I would love to just shut out the real world and just devote my life. In fact, not even the month of September. Like, I turned 40 on October 8th. So to like zoom in on those last 40 days of my 30s officially and just be like, the real world can fuck off. I can't pull a Ross Scott doing a year and a half of stop killing games 14 hours a day. But Maybe I could do 40 days of doing some kind of online content that I actually enjoy. No, I explained the story of the red light last time. It wasn't like running it. It was there's an intersection nearby here that was actually a stop sign for a long time, and they recently put up a traffic light for it. But I'm so used to treating it like a stop sign. So hold on a second. Let me make sure that okay, yeah, we're good. So, like, there's a road kind of leading out of my neighborhood onto one of the main roads, and it's been a stop sign for a long time. So you pull up, you have to be hyper aware at this stop sign, make sure nobody's coming from any direction, and then you can go. And that's the way it's been for months. And they just put up a traffic light. So you can actually turn your brain off now. You just wait for the light to change. It'll turn red for them, green for you, and you can go. And I'm not used to that. I'm used to doing it like the old way. I just handled it like the way I've always done, which is it's a stop sign, so I pull to a complete stop. I'm hyper aware of my surroundings. There was literally 0 cars to the left, to the right, and behind me because it's basically a T intersection. There is a road in front, but that's not even developed yet. There were 0 cars around. I pulled up. I just treated it like the stop sign I always had. And then I started to go, and I was like, wait, shit, they put a traffic light. Well, maybe it's green. No, it's not green. What am I doing? So I handled it in a way that was, like, responsible with respect to my surroundings. But they just put in a traffic light to where I was supposed to turn off my brain and defer all that stuff and wait for the traffic light to change and just wait for the green and go. Okay, so, like, it's kind of excusable. Like, it's still illegal. But it was, you know, it's the way they generally expect you to handle it in the event it's not a stop sign or it's not a traffic light, which it wasn't a traffic light for the time I was used to it, where you had to be hyper aware of your surroundings, and I was, and there were no cars around. So I was not distracted. I just wasn't looking at the light. I was looking at the road. I was like, look, like, pull up, stop, make sure there's nobody around. I was like, oh shit, they put a light here. I forgot. That's what that was. Anyway, yeah, I mean, like, I knew at the time I was going, like, there was no chance. I mean, that's generally a pretty busy road. I don't think anyone saw what I did. There were 0 cars around. I just felt stupid because I technically ran a red light. I was hyper aware of all of my surroundings except that new light they just put up, where I was supposed to outsource my decision making. Oh well, it is what it is. I can't change it now. Just like I can't change the VOD that Matthew's jerking off to, or I fucked up that parlor puzzle. That was stupid too. That's why I drink, though, so I can give myself an excuse to be stupid. Should I do this? That'd be kind of different. No, let's do this. Hello? There we go. Do I have to go in there to play the music? Fine. Running shoes. No cost to steps, and we get the music. Oh yeah, so are they doing the thing in Twitch like what they call September this September? Oh damn it, they changed it again. Oh well. Also, since this game is based on probabilities and uncertain outcomes and whatever. Well, no, I think we'll cross that bridge when we get there. It looks like I just ate my key card. Yeah. Oh, give me a break. Lost and found. Nope. You want to force it? Yeah? Yeah, let's force it. We gotta force it. We gotta force our way. We're gonna pick Red Rover. On the edge. Fuck off. Fuck off. Is it in the floor plan or not? If it's not in here, I'm gonna have to like Alt F4 out of this. There it is. Imagine losing your key card. The secret garden key. I mean, I tried really hard to draw that. That was a lot. Is that really justifiable? I'm not sure that is. All right, Spiber. Fine. Just do it. Let's do it. We gotta play it. Gotta play this stupid game. Oh yeah, we're sheltered. And there is the final upgrade disc. That's where it is. And I knew it. I knew it was gonna be in here. That's the only thing that makes this stupid room worth it.
Ernie, what are you doing?
I should not have picked that up right now. That's stupid. Oh, fuck. I didn't know that was in here. There's a pawn in here, too. Oh, fuck it. We're sheltered. I think that would give me plenty of space here. What's the rule here? So if I open this, imagine having all four of these doors open in the antechamber. Have you ever done that? summoning. The antechamber is completely open now. Wow. That doesn't happen every day. It doesn't happen any day. As far as I know. Guess we'll do this. You are in the parlor. True. This box is empty. Who knows? Blue box is true. True. This is false. Okay. See, I did this really fast. And I don't know. Just somehow I misread like a knot on the board, and it was like, wait. You said it was true, and it was... I don't know. Let's just do the vault. Oh, wait. I have a security room. I can do the upgrade disc. What did we say it was? 370? Aha. Uncle, thank you again for all your help. Oh, fuck this. I know I could never hope to repay you, but it pains me to know that I won't even have the chance to try. At any rate, I'm leaving these extra funds behind. What's the extra passport? Too risky if we were stranded at the border, and the money would raise to be suspicion. Okay. Let's go to the sanctum. Also, this is the final upgrade disc. What? Whatever. We're doing this. What is it? What is the final room I can upgrade? It's the nursery. I could have upgraded the nursery this entire damn time. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. You can upgrade that to 8.
8.
Or a nurse's station. Ooh. Station? Is that important for the sanctum key? If you have less than 10 steps when you enter this room, set your steps to 20. I mean, that's only when you're desperate. Indoor nursery. Whenever you draft another green room, two gems will sprout in this room. So that converts it to a green room. Which is interesting because it's kind of a play on the word nursery, which makes sense. Oh, but what do I need, though? This seems like desperate. This is kind of an interesting one because even if I have less than 20, right? If I have 17 steps, I can just go in and out of this room until I get to under 10 and it'll set it to 20. Which is cool. That's cool too. The most benefit to me, though, I think it's actually this one. I think that actually pragmatically is that one. These other two are creative, and this one's very basic, but this is nice. I like what the nursery gives me, and to upgrade that even further is good. So I'm just gonna go with that. There you go. Sanctum key. And I'm sheltered. There's my food. See, apples. Do I have observatory? Maybe I don't. No, I do. Whatever. What? You have to unlock room 46? I don't remember that ever being the case for me. What? Oh, there. I misread the floor plan. There's room 46. Sorry. I needed to go into room 46 to get rid of this. You get a second vault for a bunch of coins that I don't need. I know. I mean, do you want to see that? Okay, we can do it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that's not locked. Wait, what? So that's closed from here. And closed from here. I guess I can try to go around the other way. That's funny, I just upgraded this one. The weight room is rare, and it sucks. Not sure I would change any of these. I have 2 of these in my draft pool. I'm not sure I would adjust any of these. Because this one's good to draft early. Maybe the storeroom just to make it not so in your face, but... Oh, here's a fun one. Do you have the conservatory, Matthew? I'll show you a little trick that even Sawyer didn't know when I discovered this. Something I accidentally found. Okay. Well, then I don't need to show you the trick then, do I? More likely to find green rooms when drafting. Well, this is the last room to draft. So it doesn't matter which one of these I do. So let's do a trophy room so I can admire my trophies. Look at all those beautiful trophies. Stupid metal detectors going off. what's there. Yeah, if you lift too many of these, then you can't actually get to the corners. Is that enough? No. Also, I have a full house, so that's nice. That's always fun. All right, let's see how this room looks now. There we go. I already have multiple boudoirs. I don't want to add a third one. Multiple bedroom closets? I don't think so. I don't think I want to do that. You can always just add like a duplicate one to your drafting pool, but you can't undo that like you can with the adjusting of frequencies in the conservatory, which was the thing I was going to show to Matthew. But you can't undo this, as far as I know. So no. So yeah, I drafted the vault for no reason the second time, because I don't think I want. I want that again. Whatever. I have the footsteps to carry this out, so let's just do it. So, which sanctum key number is the vault of a bank? Oh, we can do this other thing I was speculating on too. That'll be fun. Don't let me forget that. There are two things we can do down here, actually. Okay. 5 of these open. I got a 6th one. Let's go to the list. Okay, this one, the second Loctite in the vault of a bank. And the way I've been counting these is this. I'm going right to left. Okay. So this is the one that I put in because it's basically given to you. Although I don't think I opened this. It's okay. Don't open it. This one that I'm actually interested in. So this one I might be able to figure out, actually. So my thought process on this is that we know a lot about it. So this is the Orinda Aries symbol. One of these, I always forget which one. It's like 2 things at once. Okay, it's that one. That does just the outer one, and this one does... No, not that. Okay. So I think... What's the type of... Transportation, okay. So I think it's... Took a picture of this. Orinda Aries, if I understand anything at all about the history, it should be the train, which is the 3. Okay, we happen to have that. Okay. And then this. The outer wiggles and stuff. We know it's black, so that's the circle dot kind of pattern right there. So then everything else would be this one. Would not be that. Well, there's another thing. Okay, so the weather would be the same. This is the tricky thing here. Because Fen Aries conquered Orinda Aries, nothing is actually indicated about the weather, but Fen Aries just says it's foggy weather. Because it's the same territory, Orinda Aries should also be foggy weather, right? It stands to reason. That's something that was never told to me in the game, but it just kind of logically makes sense. So foggy would be this sort of thing as well. Messed up. Okay, there we go. Think. Shit. Now I've lost my notes. Okay. Yeah. There. And then this little guy. Okay, so I have 3 foggy, so that's foggy trains. And then I got the black color. So now it's just this little thing. I don't know, that looks fine. Metropolitan? Okay, this is Metropolitan. Let's see what happens. Yes. Because of the thing down below. Okay. So there you go. So I'm going to write that down as Metropolitan. Okay. Black Bridge, 8 realms in 8 months. The objective was simple enough, but in what order, what route, and where to start? Questions like these are the ones I tend to ignore, as planning has never been my strong suit. Well then, in the true spirit of adventure, I've departed, forsaking both map and plan. As it happens, the road has taken me south. Seems fitting to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the Old Kingdom, a landmark as blackened realm as it is in name, and a story I feel closely connected to. I mean, that's definitely a clue for that Room 46 thing. So I guess we'll take a picture. I don't know. I think it should go in our note and talk about that. I think the game is too less forgiving. Oh, here we go. Black tiles. Okay, I'll take this too. The entire row shifts to the right. The entire row shifts to the right. Hey T. I'm pretty close too, actually. But I gotta complete this first. No, I don't. Leave it. You know what? I I don't think I want allowance. I want to keep this as low as possible and add it to that later with a powered laundry. But I have 2 of those. Yeah, sure thing. I got 6 Sanctum keys, 2 realms. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else I need to do today. I guess I'll just end it in the break room. I don't think I have anything else to do myself. And I probably will end the stream here, actually. Because you see, I got the full map. Like, I got a full house. But I gotta go up there first. I gotta end it. I gotta go to the break room and then call it there. But if you gotta call it before, then I understand. Yep, 2 of 8. I think I have a way forward with that. That's 108 of 110. That's all just completely ignored. Yeah, we're really narrowing this down now. Cool. Awesome. That's all I can do on this day of blueprints, actually. I've maxed it out. That was something in the back of my mind, though, this week. I was like, I wonder if I could get that second realm sigil based off of... Yeah, Orinda Ares being Fen Ares. Cool. Hey, Calvin, come here. Oh, there he is. Big boy, how are you doing? All right, calm down. Come here. All right, here he is. All right. Good night from us. Susie's here too. And I will save and quit. No kicking. All right. Good night, everyone. See you next time.